What is up, Bomb Squad? Welcome to the Burndown YouTube channel. We are out here on the Maliboom 2.0. I have been making progress. I haven't really filmed much of it because we are in like granny low first gear. I wouldn't say four-wheel drive, but like first gear super low slow mode on this thing because my X-ray vision doesn't work all that well these days. And when you put these panels on, you have to put holes through it, and you can't see through them. You have to figure out exactly where you're going to punch the holes in fenders and hoods and things to make the mounting points. So I know there's probably a trick to it. I don't do this every day, and then we're just chewing through it, and I'm trying not to make a bunch of ugly holes and things that I don't need to. But before we get started on what we're actually doing, I want to share this with you because I thought it was pretty cool. I designed and cut, well, we'll show you this first. This is a regular Zeus tab, and then I have a 3D printer, so I made this because I wanted to make rails to mount my hood. And yes, they sell them, but I have access to a laser, and I have a buddy, and I had some sheet steel, and I figured, hey, we'll give this a go. You can't cut aluminum right now because I guess you have to be on like pure oxygen or something, so we just did steel. And I figured it's the same exact thing if I ever want to swap them out to aluminum, because this is just going to be riveted on anyway. So I designed these from scratch and then took them over and we laser cut them, and it was really cool. So this is the process. I just measured one of these up, and then we made this, and then I made sure everything was lined up, and then I made the whole strip and designed the bend and all of that. And then when these get riveted to the fender, I cut little 1/2-inch strips to back it, so it'll give it a little rigidity. So this will squish the fender in between these two pieces, and this will hold the hood on. So I have those mounted tentatively. They're just clecoed in, right? I made all the holes for that and put the springs, and then the hood will rest on here. We got some rain this week while this is all sitting out here, of course, bare, but we did that and I was pretty stoked. I made some standoffs to mount the grill a bit better because I figured there'll be a tremendous amount of force trying to rip my hood off. And I had these mounting points, and then I believe I'm going to have to use this as well as this bar to mount the front of the hood, again, so it doesn't get ripped off at 100 plus miles an hour. And then I made mounts in here off of this as well to hold the front of the fender in place. We also got standoffs for the bumper. It needs reinforcement, but we will have plumbing. It's going to run over here and then back behind, so I didn't want to make too much stuff, because I'd rather put the pipe in and then come back and see where we have room. So that's kind of where we're at. Today's mission, I made this as well. I made this little bar that goes across with all these little tabs, the Zeus fasteners. This is for the front of the hood, obviously. It's upside down. We'll give you a better look at it on the car when I get a little further. But this piece is actually supposed to be on the car. But I figured it was easier to make the hole symmetrical where I wanted it, connect them with a structure, and then put this structure on said vehicle. So that is the plan today. I did sit over here a little bit because the bumper comes off, and with the hood on, I actually fit in there, right? You take the bumper off and I could sit and look up this way. But when you're looking at the bottom side of the hood from underneath with a flashlight, I was like, yeah, we're gonna just call it quits, because it's like looking at it upside down and backwards, and I was like, eh. So I think the plan is to finalize a little bar guy right now. We're going to weld those tabs on permanently. Everything's just tacked. Let that cool off, and then I'm going to measure the distance and make some sort of standoff to hold that piece on the car, so we can actually take the hood off and it'll stay where it should. And then I can look at it like a normal human being and go, oh, well, we can just brace it here, here, and here, and hopefully life's a bit easier. So we can get through that today. We have other stuff, but this stuff seems to just chew my time up and my brain power. So let's get rolling, less talking, and hopefully we get this hood basically finalized today. And then I'll show you guys with the bumper off. Let's see what you can fit up in here. And now what I've decided is I'm just gonna take the same material and then just make some standoffs from here to here. And then I can get in here and tack it with the glue gun like that on probably two sides, maybe in the middle. Then I can take the hood off, and that should just hold this where it needs to be. And then we could stand up like human beings instead of underneath here and figure out how to make that stay in that location. And then we'll have them out. Moment of truth. Aha! Whew, check that out. So, now we have the location of this. That's actually not terrible. I was just putting them in there because we're not worried what these look like. These are probably going to come back off. But this is in three-dimensional space where it should live to hold the front of the hood. So now we just figure out, do we mount off here? Do we mount down to here? How do we do it? So I'm going to stare at it for a little while, but I'm excited about that. That is a good step in the right direction. Maybe we'll just make a bunch more of these and actually do them properly or something. So I'll bring you back when we get the plan, but I'm happy with that. One day you're cutting stuff out on a laser. The next day you're beating it with a BFH and your shoddy vise. But that's the level of quality we bring you guys over here. So the plan is a tab on the end here, a tab on the end here, then that ties all that together and holds the end. And then I already have holes here and here where I had stuff mounted before. So after we get those guys mounted, I will make some little feet plate guys, kind of like we have here. And then I will strap those down, and then I'm just going to keep it simple. So I will just weld from this tube to that little plate. So we have a little foot here and a foot here. And then once those mounting points are in, we'll come back and decide. Like obviously if it's mounted here, I'll probably take one back here and back here like that to keep those off. And then maybe same thing here. You know, we have this, but we'll have to figure it out and give it some sort of structure. So maybe we can tie some in sideways or something, but let's get the mounting points done, and then we can come back and brace it all in with a bunch of little tube guys. But yeah, I think that'll do. I took a fruit snack break and looked at this thing for a while and decided less is more, and we're going to run with this. I was looking at putting in more bracing and more stuff, but I really feel like if I rip this off, I mean, that hood is pretty damn flimsy, so we will see. So at the mounting point here, which obviously ties into this, and this is much thicker, you know, you've got a bunch of stuff going on right there. And then we just did a little foot here, and then this is welded in. So if you pull the grill out, this actually stays in here. I guess I could have rounded those out and made them a little prettier, but whatever, it is what it is now. Hindsight's 2020, right, boys? But yeah, and then everything's welded up and it's in there. So that is going to be my hood mount. So let me do this. We will put it back on, put the bumper and everything, give you guys a look, and we'll see what it looks like. And then I pretty much shoot it my whole day. So hopefully we can start moving on to something else. Hot side, cold side, other fun stuff. But let's get a look at this thing and wrap the video. Bam! Here it is. Super stoked on how it turned out. How everything looks, lines up. It's race car. I mean, nothing's perfect by any stretch on this thing, but we don't have a watered up front end. We got wheels and new suspension and all kinds of awesome. So yeah, this thing looks rad. And now I did look at it, and I've got the Holley high ram, which will not fit under this hood by any stretch. It sticks up quite a bit. So my two options would be, one is to get a bubble hood, which I will look into that. So I'll basically cut a big hole and put the little bubble, and I think that looks cool. I like it, but then I don't know, I might have to ask Rocky Mountain Race Week if that disqualifies me from hot rod class, because it's not like a period vintage thing, like they didn't have bubble hoods. But I guess it's fiberglass, like you could have done whatever, they didn't do it, but they still had fiberglass hoods. I don't know. So the other option would be to change my intake manifold. So I'll have to do some research. If I don't lose any power, that might be an option. I could sell the high ram or just shelf the high ram and then get like a BTR or something. But I don't know, that's expensive. And I mean, you got to pay to play. But if it kicks me out of the hot rod class, having the bubble hood, then obviously I'd have to do the ladder. But if they'll let me stay in there, so I might shoot an email over to Matt Frost and just say, hey dude, you know, is this gonna eliminate me from the class? Because we're already pushing our luck, I think, with all the modifications we've done, and I think sooner or later we're gonna get the boot probably from hot rod, and I think that's the only class this thing was kind of built for. Other than that, they're gonna put me in big boy classes, which we ain't gonna have anything for any of those people. But we can always race ourselves, race against my best time, you know, make the car consistent. There's room for it somewhere. We'll just get in where we fit in. But let me know what you guys would think. You like the flat hood, or I like the bubble hoods. I think they look cool, but again, I have to cut it and mold it in and do all that stuff. So, and then on the flip side, you know, a new intake manifold is really expensive. Granted, that would take some paying off selling this one if I did, but it's still just more money, and that also equals time. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Till next time, I'm out.
Rolling through the streets, yeah, I'm the king of the block. Got that dragon dry style, make your whole city rock. Maliboom gangster, with a touch of finesse. I'm burning rubber, raising hell, feel the heat, no stress. Turbo LS, under the hood, I'm moving quick. Nicky tires grip the road, make them stick like a trick. She sloppy too, we got a hit in 08. In the war performance parts all over.